Good morning, guys. Today we are in a little town called Awhitu, and we are off to see Manukau Heads, which is actually the southern side of where we were last week. So last week we went out and saw the Manukau Inlet from the northern side, and this time we're going to see it from the other side, so that landmass that I pointed out. And if you haven't seen that video, maybe jump back and have a look at that now and then come back to this one. There's a lovely lighthouse out there, and the point has got quite a history with shipwrecks. So there was a shipwreck out there which was the biggest tragedy for New Zealand, but I'll tell you more when we get out there. That today's as bright and sunny as it is, because we're meant to be getting really cloudy weather and rain. Closed ahead, no public access to the lighthouse for vehicles or pedestrians. There's nothing online about it being closed, but I don't understand why it's closed. So we've come this far, so maybe we just go have a look and see what we can see, and hopefully we can see something, and if we can't get through, then so be it. I'm surprised that you can't even walk through. That's disappointing. Hopefully we can see the lighthouse from a distance. So very pretty up there. Might be able to check out some of the beaches. But it would have been nice to go to the lighthouse and actually see the other side of Manukau across that inlet to the northern side. Is what we would have seen had we been able to make it up to the lighthouse. The lighthouse, from what I was reading, it was rebuilt. Originally there was no lighthouse, but there was a signal man. So when that ship came in like the 1860s, slightly off course, and the signalman didn't have enough time to warn the captain that that they were off course for the Manukau Heads, and you know, they ended up shipwrecking, and something like 189 died, and there was like about 260 on board, so not as many survived than died, so it was quite a tragic event. I don't know if it was after that the lighthouse was built because of it, or just because there'd been so many tragedies in that area, because it wasn't the first, but the lighthouse wasn't built until I think the mid 1870s, so like another 14-15 years later-ish. Don't quote me, because I don't have it in front of me now, but yeah, it was quite sad to think that, you know, all for a lighthouse, very important job. Yeah, a lot of people would have survived that, and to come all that way and then just not make that crossing. Over there, way in the distance, is the CBD, and that is Manukau Harbour that you can see. It's a really great vantage point. There goes that noisy plane. This is a regional park, and it's actually across farmland, which is quite interesting, and it has great views of Manukau Harbour. We will be able to see across to the city as well as out towards Manukau Heads. Can you hear the cicadas? They are so loud. Surrounded by them. I had to sweet talk them just to get them not to run away. One runs and they all start running. They were up against the fence line, but they're giving me a wide berth, as you can see. So here's a map, and it shows Mount McDonald-McLean where we were last week. This is the interior of Manukau Harbour, and as we get further to the left, that is out towards Manukau Heads, that inlet that we saw last time is somewhere way over there. I think those hills that we can see, that's where Mount Douglas, what is it, Mount Douglas McLean lookout point is. The lighthouse is in that direction too. So it's not the view I was hoping to show you. That little island makes up for it, doesn't it?
And I think we'll be going down to the beach today. I actually thought it was a like for people beach. It's not. The shed roof. It's a long way to go when you're doing 80 kilometres. It's feeling like it's taking forever to get back to the motorway. We still have our lovely fine weather. It's quite a drive, guys. It's taken probably about 4.5 hours so far that we've been on the road. I'll take you for a quick detour around Pirata Rise, which is all brand new houses. There's even a school gone in. Looks like it's going to be quite a large subdivision with the road going all the way up here. It's quite a big area. I haven't seen a subdivision like this with all the different companies with their show homes in it since I was in Brisbane, Australia. The school almost looks like a high school. I wonder what year level that is.
turn out onto beaches up here, but it's not. But there's so many houses in here. I had no idea it was so big. But very narrow streets for a brand new subdivision. Oh, little kids have already moved in. That's nice. Those green crosses that you've seen dotted all the way along, they are where people have crashed and died. There's another one on the other side here. I'm not sure how they crash on a road like this. It seems to be a really nice road, but there's another one. I don't know if speed or other factors came into it. Yeah, but there's been a lot of those lime green crosses on this drive. So I thought that since today was such a loss with not being able to see the lighthouse, that we would come here and see the top end of Manukau Harbour. So this is the opposite to the heads or to that inlet that we looked at the other day. This is right up next to Onehunga, as close as you can get in without going under bridges. So you can see it's not a great harbour for boats and yachts and things like that. So yachts don't come here. There's a few boats, a few personal fishing boats that come through, but only they're trailered in and out, so nothing permanent. And yeah, when the tide goes out at Mudflats, and get a few that go out kayaking, but also we've had a few accidents out there too, so it's not the easiest. So that is the inside of Manukau Harbour. And that sort of wraps up today. I'm a bit disappointed with today. I'd really wanted to show you a lot more and have it be a lot more scenic, especially with the lighthouse. However, that's not how it's ended up being. If you've enjoyed what you have seen, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe. And ring the bell if you'd like to see more, because it's actually quite hard to build an audience on YouTube, and I really want to make YouTube my full-time job, and if that's the case, then I can give you a lot more content. I know the content has changed a bit, and the reason for that